So we filled up another speaker's seminar with 58 people just by doing this very simple thing.
How'd you do that?
I see that success is not something you pursue, it is something you are.
All right, so I was contacted by another speaker and he was telling me like he doesn't do corporate gigs. He's not interested in the paid keynotes. He wants to do more seminars and he was trying to fill up his seminars and he signed up for a coaching program. And so because he signed up for the coaching program, I personally helped him out to fill up his seminar room. And here's what we did. It wasn't actually all that hard. It really just came down to implementation. But if you're going to fill up your seminars, there's nothing hard about it. It always comes down to how you do it. It always comes down to the execution of the game. Just like in the program, the Event Finder, where I talk about the prospecting, this is literally what we did because he didn't want to spend any money on Facebook ads because he did it in the past and apparently it didn't work out and he spent a lot of money. The same way I spent a lot of money with Google AdWords before and it didn't work and I felt like a dummy just losing all my money. I guess he lost a lot of money with Facebook ads, so he didn't want to use that. So we didn't actually spend any money on advertising whatsoever, zero zippo, and we still got 58 people to show up, and then from there he sold them all these other products. But here's what we did. Here's how we did it. Well, first, let me point out that his background is in sales. So the seminar was a sales training seminar. He was basically showing people, here's how you sell, and here's the process for persuasion and influencing people. So his whole topic was about sales. And the process that we use is the exact process that I talk about in the Event Finder program, where it's a prospecting process. So a lot of the time speakers, they think in terms of inbound marketing. They're like, oh, let me create all these videos and people just come to me, or let me do Facebook ads and people come to me. And technically it works if you do it right. But once again, he didn't want to do the Facebook ads. So we implemented the Event Finder system and we did an outbound sequence. And what we did is we essentially looked on LinkedIn first. So we knew that his whole market was a sales market. So we wanted to get people from LinkedIn. Oh, and by the way, we scheduled the date for his event the day before a big sales event was going on. So there was this big sales conference. It wasn't his. I mean, it's a massive sales conference. And we scheduled his seminar the day before that event. And the reason why we did this is because when people are flying into an event, they usually fly in like the day before. Very few people actually fly in on the day. So people fly in the day before and people are thinking like, what can I do? Like, what else should I do? Can I hang out somewhere? So if they see that, oh, there's a seminar going on, a sales seminar, oh, it just so happens I'm going to the big sales conference the next day, maybe I can just attend this free event and let's just see. And so we scheduled it the day before. That way people can just fly in, go to the conference, and then the next day they can go to their big conference. So that's why we did that. And after we scheduled the conference, I had them buy a tool called SalesLoft. And SalesLoft is a really special tool where it's just cool. So SalesLoft, what we did with that is we go to LinkedIn and we looked up people who are in the sales industry. And we basically imported these people using the SalesLoft tool. We imported these people to build a prospecting list, and then we started contacting them from there. But what I want to point out is that if you're not using tools to help you with your outbound marketing, then you're basically wasting time. And what these tools do is they help you with time. So what would normally take you, let's say 5 minutes, would actually take you 2 seconds just by clicking a button. So you want to use tools that way you can actually speed up the process. So first thing is we built out this list of salespeople who are going to be in the area and local salespeople. Once we built out the prospecting list, we worked on 2 scripts. So the first script was an email script and the second script was a cold call script. So the email script, and by the way, we did this what was it? I believe it was 5 weeks out, 6 weeks out. I think it was 5 weeks out. 5 weeks out, we sent out the email. The email was kind of like an awareness email saying like, hey, there's this really cool sales event that's going to go, or the sales seminar that's going to go on, and here's the website. And so we just sent them a really simple email at the very beginning. that was just to build awareness. So when we called them, now we had the cold call script. And the reason why, like, I normally don't cold call. In fact, I really don't cold call at all. But the reason why cold calling would work with this, and we decide to cold call with this, is because he can adjust what he says on the phone to them specifically as he's talking to them. So imagine he's cold calling an insurance agent. He can say, hey, yeah, we're going to do this sales seminar in Vegas on this date. And I see that you're an insurance agent, and we can help you sell more insurance or whatever. Then he can call a real estate agent and say, hey, yeah, we're going to do a sales seminar this date in Vegas, and I see you're a realtor. We can help you sell more houses. So he could do that on the phone versus in the email. So we built out this cold call script, and he was calling people up just constantly for multiple weeks. So first it was the email, then it was the cold calls. 2 weeks out, we sent out another email, and this email went out. We sent out different emails to people who registered and people who didn't register. But once again, I mean, we had the prospecting list of the people who didn't register, and then we had the list of the people who registered. So he sent out an email. This was just like a reminder. Then 1 week out for the event, he now started calling more of the people who registered, because what happens with free seminars is a lot of people will register and then very few people will show up because it's free. So what we did is we started calling the people who registered for free, and we started saying, hey, just to let you know that the event is gonna be in a few days, and are you definitely coming to it, and blah, blah, blah. And so you kind of get them excited to attend. In this way, this is almost, this is better than trying to get new people to show up, because if you get 200 people registered at a free event, you'll get only a few of them to show up. But if you say, okay, let me call all 200 of these people, then now you're going to get more of them to show up. So that's what we did. And all in all, we got 58 people to show up. And then from there, he sold them into his high price programs, made a ton of money, ton of dough. But basically, I want to point this out. When it comes to prospecting, it really just comes down to you understanding how it all works and you getting into the execution of it, because everyone can easily understand what we just did. Okay, cold call, emails, built the prospecting list. Everyone can understand that. What you don't understand is the details that go into it, like what specifically we said on the phone and what specifically we said in the emails. And all of that depends on who you are. Even if I gave you the exact scripts that this guy used, that this speaker used, even if I gave you it, it wouldn't be useful to you. So when you are prospecting, you need to figure out how you're going to build the list, how you're going to build a group of people who are interested, and then from there, you need to figure out exactly what you're going to say. It comes down to the execution part. If you don't know how to get events, if you don't know how to build your business, you need to master the ability to prospect. There's so many people out there who keep saying, oh, I'm going to do inbound marketing, and they don't understand the power of outbound marketing. All companies, even inbound marketing companies, do outbound marketing. There's power in you just being able to reach out and go get a customer today, right now, this very second. So if you don't know your prospecting system, you need to invest in a program like Event Finder, where we work on your prospecting system, because it can be used for getting speaking gigs. It can be used for filling up seminar rooms. Prospecting is prospecting. Real estate agents do it. Insurance agents do it. Salespeople do it. Everyone's technically a salesperson, but if you don't know how to do prospecting, you're probably not getting any business. So you got to master this prospecting, whether you're trying to fill up a seminar room, no matter what it is, just get on it and start prospecting more, start building your business.